What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Izzy here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be addressing a topic or a question that I get a lot in my comments. And I've been getting it a lot recently too, because I know that there's a lot of people that are kind of just getting into Call of Duty World War II, which is nice, man. I like that. This game is a lot of fun, and it makes me happy to see that you guys are enjoying it as well on the channel. And I want to take a little quick side note and say thank you for the support on these videos, guys. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, keep killing it, guys. But today's video is about new weapons and supply drops and just like the whole microtransaction system in general in this game. Because you guys seem to want to know how you get these certain guns or how you get more supply drops. Those are all really good questions, but there's a lot more in this game than just getting things out of supply drops, okay? And in this video, we're gonna cover all of it. All right, so if this does help you guys out, please go ahead and drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Also, if you're feeling it, you guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, we're gonna get into the obvious ways to unlock these weapons, and that's through just your basic supply drops, which you can earn randomly in-game just by playing a little bit, but I find that to be the slowest method. It does work, but it's just, you get the drops a lot slower. And I feel like that's going to be a theme going forward too with this video is playtime. If you play this game a lot, you're going to get drops, either intentionally or just randomly, which is probably why I have 14 already. And it's only been a few hours of playtime in between when I dropped my last supply drop video and now, so pretty good earn rates I'm getting. But it's not just because I wait for the drops to come to me. Here is your best friend if you want to get some more supply drops. This guy right here is your best friend. Now, you can either be in headquarters when you do this, or you can just go to the menus and go over to HQ and then select Operations Officer if you don't feel like loading into the headquarters. So as you can see here, you have a lot of different orders that you can accept or just ignore. And it says here that I have too many daily orders active, so I have to double check to see what those are, and how you do that is just by going to the menu, going over to orders, and okay, yeah, I have all these, and they're all completed too, so let's just cash in on these real quick. So that one gives me armory credits, more armory credits, and this one gets me either 1 to 3 supply drops. Hopefully it drops us 3, but it's happened where it just gives me 1. And it gives me 1. Alright, and then we have a weekly order which gives us rare supply drops that I have to redeem. There's a rare supply drop. So I just boosted my numbers of supply drops by 1 for each category. Okay, that's not too bad. But going back to the orders here, you can just see like what the rewards are for each order. Even some weapons are in these orders if you don't have them already. Okay, and by the way, getting these is entirely free. You don't have to spend money on this game at all to be able to get some of these nice weapons, which is what I love about this.
I need a decision, soldier.
Can you relax, dude? I'm just trying to talk about it. Anyway, yeah, so here's the same reward. Get 35 kills with an SMG, and you get 1 to 3 supply drops. Pretty easy peasy. Also, kill people through walls, you get 300 armory credits. This one doesn't really matter all that much, it's just social score, but it's nice to have if you want to boost up your social rank, but I don't know why you would want to do that right now. It doesn't really matter. And here, 5 headshots, 200 to 400 armory credits, man. Like, that's crazy. And here on the bottom are the weekly orders, which give you all rare supply drops, but these ones do take a little bit more time than the dailies, obviously, but if you go play shipment, you can definitely get these done in less than a day. Like 350 kills in domination, shipment. 75 multi-kills, shipment. 500 kills, shipment. You can probably do it in less than a day. Actually, I'll take them all.
Nope.
Oh, I still need to do one. But anyway, this is how you get a lot of your credits and supply drops. Now, what are armory credits, you might ask? Well, they're actually pretty important if you want to be getting the new guns directly, or if you really don't want to spend too much time going into the orders and completing the orders to get those supply drops. But if you go over here to contracts, you can see that each one of these contracts costs some certain amount of armory credits, and oh, hello, we had a sniper here for 5,000 armory credits. And you can get this outright, but by completing the mission that attached to the contract, which is get 50 sniper rifle kills. So you get 50 sniper rifle kills in an hour, you get the Delisle. Pretty straightforward. Also, you can do the same thing for supply drops and rare supply drops at a much lower cost than 5,000 armory credits. And this is great too, because I feel like you can stack these with orders and just get a ton, absolute ton of supply drops if you really wanted to do that. So you can go to the orders, get a daily order that gives you 400, 500, whatever armory credits, hop over to the contracts here and get yourself some supply drops with those little amount of armory credits that you just earned. So me, I have 20,000 armory credits, dude. 20,000. So I could really buy up a lot of these and get most of it back, because when you open supply drops, you also get armory credits too for duplicates and other things like that. So it's like a never-ending cycle. So you could definitely get a bunch of supply drops out of just playing this game without really spending any money. Not only that, but there are other really easy ways to get armory credits. Like if you just log in, you'll get a daily bonus that gives you armory credits. Or if you're max prestige, you can hop into mail, and right here you get paid, air quotes, paid, in armory credits. So I think it's only 200 if you're not max prestige, and it's 300 if you are max prestige. You can come in every day, not only get your daily login bonus of armory credits, but also get an additional 300 or 200 depending on your level each and every time you log into the game. And they refresh every 4 hours, so that's pretty great. So like I said before, it really depends on your playtime. If you're willing to put in a lot of time to play the game, which I think is great, because it's definitely not as stressful as the newer Call of Duties nowadays, so it's a lot easier to spend 4 hours on this game than it is to spend 4 hours in, say, Cold War, okay, but that's just my opinion. Now, if we wanted to look specifically at how to get certain weapons or just new variants of weapons, again, it's going to be found in the Quartermaster.
Your reputation precedes you. Take what you need, sir.
Oh, I will. And if you go down here to collections, you can see here there are different operations or just little events in the game that had collections. And in collections, you're able to get different weapons. So let's see, it's a weapon collection for the Rolling Thunder, MG42. Don't really care for it that much, but these are gonna cost you armory credits, or you can also get some of these items in supply drops if you had them. So you can forego spending these armory credits by just getting it randomly in a supply drop, and then bada bing, bada boom, you've unlocked this weapon. But like I said, if you earn enough armory credits, you can either spend it on contracts or spend it on specific items in these collections to get the gun that you really want. Now granted, some of these weapons you guys might already have, but if you don't have them, it'd be really smart to start saving your armory credits so that way you're able to, get some gun like this and just buy all these with armory credits. And getting armory credits is pretty easy, because if you're earning supply drops and you're logging into the game daily and going over to your payroll, getting your 200 to 300 armory credits while also completing orders, armory credits are pretty easy to come by, so this should not be too hard to just unlock the guns that you want, which was a great system back in the day. I will warn you guys though, some of these weapons do come with some fairly expensive items in their collection. Like this right here would probably take all the armory credits that I have. But you could also roll the dice and just get them outright, and then just basically rebuild your armory credits over time. So this is a really good method for getting the exact weapon that you want. But just make sure that you come over to collection, scroll through these different operations or events, and find the guns that you really feel that you want. I know there's a lot here in Operation Overlord, but they're not all DLC weapons. They're just kind of variants of weapons that are already originally in the game, like the MG42. Not a DLC weapon, just a different variant. So I definitely spend your time looking in Winter Siege, Resistance, all these other events or collections here, because they're going to have most of the DLC weapons. Okay, and while we're still on the topic of collections, if there's a weapon that you really want, you can literally just scroll down to it if it's locked, and just scroll through the different variants to see if, right there, it pops up. Press triangle to view collection. View collection, you can purchase all of these and get the weapon that you want directly. Now, some of these weapons don't have that option because they were either added in after all the events went live. Like these two were the last sniper rifles added to the game. So they're probably not gonna have any collections. Yeah, they don't have any collections. So if you want any DLC weapons from, pretty much any event, you can go ahead and try this method that I just told you about here with viewing the collection and just buy everything outright that way. Okay, so to recap, getting the guns that you want in this game is really not that difficult. Granted, there is some level of randomness to it, but I think it's acceptable considering you're not really spending any money on the game, and anything that you are spending, you're able to earn back with those in-game armory credits and those challenges. But yeah, guys, let me know if this was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead and leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. I got a lot more World War II content coming your way. Maybe some Warzone, I'm not too sure about that right now, but I feel like World War II is definitely the way to go, at least for the rest of this year. So definitely stay tuned for more World War II videos. But yeah, you guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!